I never believed mirrors could be dangerous. They're just glass, just light, just reflections. Until mine started learning. It began quietly, so quietly I almost missed it. Every morning I stood in the same bathroom, same sink, same cracked tile, same mirror. I brushed my teeth, fixed my hair, looked into my own eyes. Nothing strange, nothing wrong, until one morning my reflection blinked, and I didn't. I told myself it was imagination, fatigue, light, angles. The human brain loves lying to itself, so I ignored it. But mirrors don't like being ignored. That evening I noticed something else. My reflection didn't feel connected anymore. It felt separate, like it was another person pretending to be me. I moved my head slightly. It followed, but not perfectly, not naturally. There was hesitation, a delay, as if it needed permission. The next morning I tested it. I raised my hand slowly. My reflection copied it. Then I lowered it. It stayed raised for a fraction too long before correcting itself. That's when my stomach tightened, because reflections aren't supposed to decide. I started paying attention. I watched my reflection more than I watched myself, and it started watching me back. Not just following, studying, memorizing, learning. I noticed it would sometimes move before I did, just slightly, just enough to make me doubt my memory. Did I move first, or did it? At night, I avoided mirrors, but mirrors are everywhere. Windows, screens, shiny surfaces, dark glass. Every reflection felt wrong, not hostile, not aggressive, just patient. One night, I saw it clearly. I was walking past the bathroom. I wasn't looking at the mirror, but the mirror was looking at me. My reflection was already facing me. Before I turned my head, I stopped, slowly turned, and there it was, standing, smiling. I wasn't smiling. Its mouth was curved slightly upward. Not a human smile, a practiced one, like it had learned the shape, but not the meaning. I stepped closer. It didn't. I raised my hand. It waited, then copied me. Late. Wrong. That's when I realized something. Its eyes weren't looking at me. They were looking past me, at the door behind me, like it expected someone to come in or someone to leave. I whispered, "Who are you?" The reflection's lips moved, but no sound came out. I turned off the light. The mirror went dark, but I could still feel it, standing there in the dark, smiling. That night, I covered the mirror, a blanket, a towel, anything. I didn't want to see it. I didn't want it to see me. In the morning, the blanket was folded neatly on the sink. The towel was dry. The mirror was clean, and my reflection was gone. There was no face, no body, no movement, only me, standing there, alone. But I could feel something, not behind the glass, not inside it, but inside the room. Now I avoid mirrors, because I know something learned how to step out, and I'm not sure I was the one who stayed. If you ever notice your reflection move first, don't panic, don't scream, don't touch the glass. Just leave the room and don't look back, because reflections don't want to copy you. They want to replace you. I didn't tell anyone about the mirror, not because they wouldn't believe me, but because I didn't want it to know I had spoken about it. I covered every reflective surface in my apartment. Mirrors, windows, screens, even the glass on picture frames. The apartment looked like it was preparing for a storm or a funeral. I told myself it was temporary, just until the feeling faded, just until I felt normal again. But the feeling didn't fade. It adapted. I began to notice something else, not in reflections, but in shadows. My shadow started behaving differently, not moving on its own, not separating, just lagging, like it was deciding where to stand. I would raise my arm, and the shadow would follow, but slightly later than it should. Too late to be natural, too early to be accidental. I stopped turning on strong lights. I stopped walking near windows. I stopped trusting any surface that could show me myself. One night, I heard a soft sound, not from the mirror, not from the walls, but from the bathroom. A quiet movement, like fabric being adjusted, like skin learning how to fit. I stood in the hallway for a long time, breathing slowly, listening, convincing myself it was nothing, but deep inside, I knew it was practicing. I finally opened the bathroom door. The mirror was still covered. The towel was still there, but the surface beneath it felt warm, not from water, not from air, but from presence. I touched the cloth and felt something move under it. Not push, not pull, just shift, like it had reacted to being noticed. I stepped back immediately, my heart racing, my hands shaking. I whispered, "You're not me." The cloth didn't move, but I felt the space behind me change, like the room had become slightly smaller, slightly closer. I realized then it wasn't trapped in the mirror anymore. The mirror was only where it learned how to leave. I moved out 2 days later. I left everything behind. Furniture, photos, even my clothes. I didn't want anything that had seen me reflected. The new place has no mirrors, no glass doors, no polished surfaces. I live in dull light now, soft shadows, matte walls. But sometimes, when I walk past a dark window, I feel something matching my steps, not copying, not following, but remembering. And I understand now. The reflection was never trying to escape the mirror. It was trying to learn how to be human. And I was its first lesson. If you ever notice your reflection hesitate, just once, just for a moment, don't test it. Don't smile at it. Don't move closer, because once a reflection understands how you move, it doesn't need the glass anymore. It only needs your place.